First up, however, jobs. The unemployment rate already at a 48-year low. But according to President Trump, that's not low enough. Earlier today, he signed executive orders designed to boost job growth even further. And even with the economy humming along, there are still millions of unfilled jobs. That's because there is a shortage of skilled workers. And at today's event, the president said nearly 24 companies have pledged to provide job training and apprenticeships. Among them, Apple, Boeing, FedEx, Walmart, IBM, Home Depot. He said the number of companies expected to grow. Watch this.
But to keep this momentum going, to continue this economic miracle, and that's what it is, it's a miracle what's happened in the last year and a half, we must invest in job training and vocational education. I mean, the fact is that companies are pouring back into our country, companies that frankly left 10 and 20 years ago, and they're coming back, and we need people to work for those companies.
All right, the president said his goal is for every American to have a job they love. The White House claims the programs could add at least another 500,000 jobs to the economy. But how will it work? And how can we get the economy booming even further? Joining me now from the Washington Examiner, where he serves as commentary editor, Tim Carney is back on the show. Tim, obviously the White House wants to move the needle and change the discussion, refocus it, and what better place for this president than on the economy and on jobs? How sound are the ideas that he proposed today?
Well, the problem that Trump has, I think, is that he wants to take credit for making jobs or training people for jobs or government program helping things, when really the very best thing that President Trump has done is get out of the way.
Amen.
He has cut taxes. He has helped reduce regulations. He has not gotten in the way of things like fracking. And largely he has said, hey, businesses, we're going to unleash you a little, and you guys are going to create jobs. You're not going to create jobs because we gave you some money. We're not going to create jobs because we protected you from foreign competition. These businesses are creating jobs because the government isn't interfering as much in their ability to pursue profit, so they're hiring more people. So I think it's great that Trump is taking some credit for this. Obviously, presidents love taking credit for it. But I don't want him to think that Donald Trump is creating the jobs, because he's not. Donald Trump is getting the government out of the way from businesses that are creating jobs.
Absolutely right. And it's the opposite of you didn't build that.
Yes.
And there are people on the president's team who certainly understand it, people like Larry Kudlow and Steve Mnuchin. However, you're right. This is not under the umbrella of government control, nor should it be. But it is great to have more jobs, and this is the kind of thing that could resonate with voters. What kind of results do people have to see from something like this? And is it possible to have results before November?
Well, so the next step is rising wages, right? Supply and demand works that the price of something goes up when there's something of a shortage in that thing. So now we're getting what employers complain about as a labor shortage. I'm a working man, so I think a labor shortage is great because it means people have to pay more for the labor. So now that you've got jobless claims at a 48-year low, I mean, that was in 1969. That was a very different time, Kennedy. That's the last time it was this low. Now you're hoping the companies will start bidding up wages. If wages start going up, unemployment is very low now. That's when you could see people saying, well, you know what? The Donald Trump America is pretty good. And then you could see that trickle over to the midterm election. So that's what I would look for. You've got a few months. Will wages start going up?
Yep. Well, that's what has lagged. Actually, hourly wages have gone up a little bit. But when you talk about the more substantial full-time employment, that's where you have seen the lag. And hopefully, you know, there's no more slack in the line. And you finally see people coming home with bigger paychecks, not because the government has given them something more, but because people are working hard and there is real competition out there. And that is something that will pay in dividends regardless of who's in office. And
and the competition is the key there, that you have companies, when their tax rate is lower, they say, okay, this project that seemed maybe marginal earlier, now I see if I can make a little bit of a profit off of that, that will be worth it. So they invest in a new project, and there's more competition, and that drives up so then the competition is not just for consumers, but also for workers. That's what's going to drive up wages. I sometimes think that Trump buys into the Democratic line that, well, government action here is what's going to drive the demand.
Yeah, and that aspect of populism can be detrimental. Jobs are great. high-paying jobs are even better. And hopefully that can happen with companies invested for all the right reasons and not because the government is forcing them to do it.
Because the market is demanding it.
That's right. Absolutely right. Tim Carney.
Thank you,
on
Kennedy.
the case. Thank you so much.